What's going on, y'all? I want to welcome y'all back to the Raw Report. Um, Today we're going to talk about it's still, it didn't work, but it's still working. I want you to think about that. We still talking about the dream that died. The dream didn't work, but it's still working. The dream may have died, but you still here. That's not a small thing. It's survival at the end of the day. Uh, and survival is not a small thing. It takes guts and grit to survive. And that's what you've been doing. You're out here surviving. And like I said, I need you to think or understand that most people, a lot of folks quit and just give up. That ain't you though. You'll keep moving on. Most folks don't quit because the dream failed. They actually quit because they never healed from the dream. That's deep. Like, I want y'all to think about that. Not healing from a dream, we don't think that's something that can hinder us or hurt us or stop our progress. But I'm here to tell you it is. It's what's holding your progress up because you haven't moved on from the dream. It was a great dream, but there was some lessons in there that you learned that you're not using for the next season. And it ain't no telling how many seasons has came and went since then, but you're not using those seasons to level you up. Using those lessons from that season for these new seasons to level you up. I want y'all to think about it. The enemy don't just lie. He uses your own fall as false evidence. You missed it. You moved too soon. They went on without you. You ain't who you thought you was. You exactly who you thought you was. That's all lies that the enemy's tell. It's all bait to keep you stuck and suffering and feeling like you're less than. But you're not less than. You're more than. More than enough. God don't shame us. He shapes us. And when you start to realize that, you understand that was just a setback or a struggle that you had to go through. Sometimes God lets the old version of us break so the real one can rise. Think about Moses. Moses didn't miss his calling. He just wasn't ready. God had to build him. So he hid him in the wilderness for 40 years. 40 years. I want you to hear me. 40 years. That's a long time. And we over here complaining about a few years, 10, 15, 40 years he hid him in the wilderness. In the shadows. But it wasn't punishment. It was for his preparation to do the work that God wanted him to do. That's crazy. So we walking around here complaining about the tests and trials that we go through, but we not realizing that we're being built. We're being built for something, but you got to find your purpose. You got to get ready to move in your purpose. We all got to find our purpose. Like I said, but the dream died, but you didn't. You still here. I'm thinking about the scripture. I will be with you. Exodus 3:12. He didn't say I'll promote you. He didn't say I'll elevate you. He said I'll be with you. So presence over position. Formation over fame. He said I'll be with you. I don't know why a lot of us, even a lot of times, and I can't speak for everybody, but I'm just saying, our dream is really it's for the fame of things. We want fame. We want everybody to know who we are, to know that we great, this, and that. But I would ask you to really pay attention to the celebrities. Most of them are miserable. They put on that smile and happy, but when they ain't got the cameras on and this and that, every other week or month or so, you hear somebody breaking down. So if your dream is fame, I think you need to go revisit that to see if that's really what you want. Not saying it is, but I'm just saying I don't know. But that dream needs to die, if you ask me. But that's just my thing. What if God never gives you the picture, but he gives you himself? Is that enough for you? Is it? It's enough for me. Like I said, that peace that surpasses all understanding, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I finally got it. It took me a long time to get here, but I got it now. And I'm trying to make sure that y'all get it. That dream died, but you didn't. You still here. I need you to reframe that loss. That dream, that dead dream, might have been like something you really wanted, but it was divine demolition. At the end of the day, God wasn't just building a vision, he was building you. Now think about that. He's building you. So you might be on the right track, but in the wrong lane. I want you to think about that. You might be on the right track of what you're doing, but in the wrong lane. You're doing it for the wrong side. I really can't even speak to it no more than that. You're just doing it for the wrong side. You might be on the right track of what you're doing, what you love, your passion, but you're trying to do it to impress culture and not push God's will, or you're not in alignment with God. So I don't want you to just replay what didn't happen. I want you to start thinking about what is happening, what's still happening in your life. Because it ain't all bad. And I know it ain't all bad, but a lot of times we like to focus on the bad. But that's you need a mental shift. We got to get away from thinking everything's not the way it's supposed to be. Sometimes things are exactly how they're supposed to be. It's for you to figure it out. Or it's trying to build mental toughness. Might be trying to build spiritual toughness. It's trying to build something in you, but you got to be ready to let go and surrender and let it build you. So I want you to start thinking. I want you to ask God this week, Lord, show me what I still carry and what can God use. I want you to ask him, what do you still carry that God can use from your life right now? Because I know you learned some skills. You don't see them as skills, but you need to sit down and sit with yourself to figure out what skills do you have that God can use right now. That's what I want you to sit with this week. The failure wasn't fatal. The pause wasn't permanent. You're still usable. You're still necessary. And you're still in motion. So now what? What's next? I want you to ponder on that. What's next? What's the next move? What's the next play? Ask God to give you the play so you can run it. And don't get distracted from all the other distractions that's going to come when you find the play. Run the play. It might be something simple, but still run the play. Just stay on your track. Once you find the lane, stay in your lane. Don't worry about nobody else's lane. Stay in your lane. And the last thing I'll leave you with today is you're not behind. You was never behind. You was just being built. You was built for the greatness that God put in you for whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. But you got to be okay with being built. When you're putting your plans together to build something else, it take a while. It's some failures, it's some losses. So you got to think about that with your own self, with your own soul. You wasn't behind. You're not behind. You was just being built. So y'all already know what I like to say. Before I even go there, I would say this. make sure y'all come join us in the Raw Kingdom Warriors. The link below. We can further the conversation. I got all kind of tools in there to help you grow spiritually, personally, whatever you need. I'm here to help you. So y'all already know what I like to say. Stay real, stay raw, stay grounded in your faith. Until the next time, y'all, I'm out.